Spoilers for basically the entire franchise ahead. One consistent thing that I noticed while thinking about How to Train Your Dragon recently was how Hiccup's greatest character flaw was how he keeps on underestimating new enemies he goes up against. He's been doing it since Riders of Berk and as late in the timeline as Hidden World. During Riders of Berk and Defenders of Berk, there were two instances where Hiccup thought he had got the upper hand on both Dagger and Alvin, but in reality he ended up falling into both of their traps. If Hiccup wasn't lucky enough to be rescued by someone else in both situations, it would have ended very badly for him. The next person Hiccup underestimates is Vigo, in the two-parter Maces and Talons. At this point in the show, Hiccup still didn't know who was leading the Dragon Hunters. Despite Astra's advice to pull Heather out from spying on Vigo and the Dragon Hunters, Hiccup feels that they are too close to finding out who Vigo is. Because Hiccup didn't pull Heather out earlier, Heather ends up being found out by Vigo, and in the last conflict with him, Hiccup ends up losing the Dragon Eye. After this point, Hiccup would take Vigo extremely seriously in future episodes. Hiccup would overprepare so much that the other Dragon Riders would get annoyed with him. The last two times Hiccup underestimates a new enemy would be in the films. In How to Train Your Dragon 2, after probably being on a bit of a high after defeating the Dragon Hunters in Race to the Edge, he attempts to try to change Drago's mind on his hatred of dragons, despite Stoic and Valka's warning. Because of Hiccup trying to change Drago's mind, in the end, it arguably leads to Stoic's death. The last time Hiccup would underestimate someone would be right at the end of the franchise in Hidden World, after again Hiccup is on another high by defeating Drago, becoming Chief, and Toothless becoming the Alpha. Once again, Hiccup is warned about Grimmel and not to underestimate him from Eret. And when Hiccup tries to trick Grimmel, it ends up with Berk up in flames. Hiccup's tendency to underestimate new threats might have come from Stoic. In the first How to Train Your Dragon film, Stoic ignores Hiccup's warning about going after the Red Death. When Stoic finally sees what the Red Death is, he immediately regrets not listening to Hiccup.